Peace, brothers and sisters who have arrived here on this channel. This is just a quick update since our previous video that something else happened to confirm our timelines even further. So we are expecting nukes in July due to this following news here. So we just received confirmation about this. Russia to deploy tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus in July. So exactly when we were expecting, that's when they are gonna deploy the tactical nuclear weapons to Belarus. So they are hoping to do this around July 7 and 8. That's what the news says. So if you remember here, I've been showing you guys this graph here of our highest watch dates for this year currently, and we have been expecting the rapture to happen at any point in these red moments here. So the first one here is on May, which was true Passover because the Jews are 1 month in advance. The second month here in June, the second Passover, the one that we just passed. The following one, the Shavuot, which will be July, and that's precisely when they're gonna deploy the nukes. And the last one is on late August, which is right here. So let me just wipe here the bottom part to show you guys that our timeline has been proved and confirmed by world events. So the first one was in May that they ended the CV-19 emergency. So they ended that emergency that was enough to lock people in their places, in their own homes. So 1/3 of the world was locked, was trapped in their own home because of this emergency, and that's when they released the prisoner, just like they used to do in the Passover season. They released a prisoner, and we were all prisoners to this system of this emergency that happened in the world in 2020, 21, and also 22. They ended it precisely here in the time frame of true Passover in May. Then we know that in this second Passover we were expecting the rapture. The rapture didn't happen, but the Global Digital Health Certification Network was signed, was released by the same agency that ended the emergency, the WHO. So they released this health certification network for the next one, the following one that will be already the worst one, the one that will basically put forth the Antichrist government. They already released the system for this, which will be the system of the Mark of the Beast. Watch my previous video if you haven't watched it yet. So we know also that in late August they will bring this world currency, which will be the currency of the BRICS: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. They are the countries that are following China's steps towards the ideology, the communism, and the total control of their population. That's why we know this will be the Antichrist government, because they will be the one that will persecute the church, just like in North Korea happens currently. So that's the world currency that they will bring forth on late August, precisely on our third high watch date here, on our fourth since the Passover, but third from now, which will be 9th of Av, Feast of Wine, Pentecost, late August, precisely the same time frame that they will bring this world coin. And now we know that right in July here, when it starts on the full moon, but it goes for 2 weeks, the Shavuot feast, they will bring these nukes in Belarus. So this could be the key thing that happens in the world events, where they will basically have to perhaps attack preventively the place where the nukes is arriving. So they will try to perhaps make this false flag event because of this situation that Russia says that it will come. So we have 4 times here the confirmed timeline from our point of view that the Jews and the church are 1 month wrong, because all of these world events, they are precisely happen precisely on the time frames that we have here for high watch dates. And perhaps Satan and the enemy knows this as well. That's why they are making all of these events to happen precisely in this time frame. And to complete this even further, we know that on September, so perhaps after the rapture that we are expecting to happen here around July 3rd and 4th, starting on July 3rd and 4th, going up to 2 weeks. The next event here after the rapture will be the chaos that will come forth, the sudden destruction, and then the Antichrist will come to bring the order out of this chaos. So the new world order will be the order out of the chaos, just like the Freemason speech that they do. And we know that in this September, precisely, we have this coming up, which will be the Identification Day. So if you guys didn't know what is happening here, let me show this. So this is the nukes in July, precisely, and now on 16th of September, they will bring this. It is the day of Identity Day, so it's on September. And why 16th of September? But this year it will be 9/23. So we have seen in many TV shows, many movies, the code 9/23, and that could mean something happening in September 2023. And what we know that just happened, that was a major news everywhere. These red skies or orange skies in New York. I believe this perhaps is being signaled to be the place where the next, September 11 event happens. So perhaps New York is the target, or one of the targets that will eventually be the target for this coming event of sudden destruction, where it will change the face of the world again. We remember that 2001 event was also in New York. Perhaps this is a much larger event also in New York, because this happened precisely on June 7 as well. So around the time frame that we had there. So I was thinking that perhaps New York will be the next full target of the false flag events to promote the Antichrist government. So we have been seeing this, and all our timelines are being confirmed. The high watch dates are being confirmed, and perhaps we have less time in this place here on Earth than we assume that we do. So be ready, because we are leaving very, very shortly. This is just a quick update for you guys here to show that we are very, very close to the rapture. Most likely, I believe it could happen early July, around there on the full moon. So that's what I wanted to say to you guys here. Be ready, because we are very, very close. Our timelines has been confirmed over and over again. And we are leaving very, very shortly. Maranatha.